So today, my Unbreakable Warriors, we are going to be discussing the most powerful weapon in the world. This is not our fists. This is not an AK-47. This is indeed, as you should know by now, our mind. So the purpose of today's training, you'll have seen how I've kind of trained, like we've done like 35 mindset sessions, I think, since we started this challenge and this new format. So you've seen how they've kind of evolved, right? And this is mind involvement, my mind involvement. So we're going to discuss this insane connection. And if you're struggling right now, cut out distraction and listen up, because this is going to change your life. I promise you. When we can become aware of the connection between what we think, our thought patterns, and our current living situation, we will really start to take ownership of how we're feeling, our circumstances, and what we're achieving. Like, I'm going to go on to this. This is going to be a long training. This is probably going to last an hour. Went deep in this. So you can either get up today, right, and you can say, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I don't know what to do first. I'm so busy. Or you can get up and you can say, I've got time. I've got loads of time. I've got all the time in the world. I've got a plan. I've got clarity and I've got focus. I know what I need to do first. And I have a clear plan for today. Whichever one of them you think as soon as you get up is going to shape what happens today. And the other main one that I wrote down is you can either wake up this morning, and this is your responsibility to create this, right? You can wake up this morning and you can think, oh my God, okay, now is it time to get out of bed already? Oh, it's cold, isn't it? Oh, fuck's sake, so much to do today. Oh, fucking hell. She's fucking pissing me off and it's not even freaking 7 o'clock. Everything's bad, everything's negative. Hate my life, I hate my job, I'm depressed, I'm angry, I'm pissed off, I feel let down, I feel frustrated, I feel disappointed. Even look at like last weekend, right? You could be disappointed you didn't climb 3 peaks, or you can be proud as fuck that you climbed 2. That's a decision, that's a choice, and that's your responsibility. Or you can wake up this morning, you can think, thank God I'm alive. People in this group have lost very close family members in the last 14 days. Take that as a powerful weapon and a smack in the face. You can wake up and you can think, I am lucky to be alive. This is an amazing day. I'm grateful. I've got a roof over my head. I've got freedom of choice. I've got a job. I've got a family. I've got people that love me. I've got a car. I can choose what I eat today. I get to go for a run. Oh, I'm going to go for a fucking run today. I get to go for a run today. I'm grateful that I get to run today. I'm grateful my legs work. I'm grateful I'm healthy. I'm grateful I've got food on the table. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. You could go on forever. Or you can keep thinking the story about why it's different for you, how depressed you are, what's not working in the world, my anxiety, my bipolar, my depression, my PTSD, my yada, 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 yada. Change your thoughts and you'll change your life. So you can get up today and you can think, what can I achieve? How can I contribute? So right now, wherever you are mentally watching this, that is a choice. Which one do you want to choose? Because whichever one of those you choose is going to shape how you feel today. Why? Go back 17 pages. Because everything is attracted to your thoughts. Okay? So the human mind is so complex. This is why we can think one thing the other day and another thing the next. But who thinks about, who's actually, drop me a yes or no, who's actually sat down and thought about, right, how does the human mind actually truly work? Because your mind and your thoughts, let's forget about mind because it seems too big a subject. It's a subject I'll never stop studying until I leave this world. And obviously I'm seeing it from the I can see it from a bipolar perspective. So I can see the extremities. But guess what? Every single one of you is bipolar in some way. You're just on a different spectrum. Mine's very much a 1 or a 2 or an 8 or a 9 or a 10. There's no middle part. Some people live in the middle and might be a 4 or a 6. They never get low, they never get high. These are the people that just settle and drift through life. You know, everybody is autistic in some format on the spectrum. Everyone is on an ADHD spectrum in some format. This is how I handled it. Stop thinking it's different for you. It's not. We're all on these spectrums in some format because it's our mind and our thoughts. So some of us, like me, have to work harder to control them and understand them. But then guess what? I get to recoach this and help other people. So it's a gift. Autism's a gift. ADHD's a gift. Bipolar's a gift. PTSD's a gift. My mum dying's a gift. My dad leaving's a gift. And I'm grateful for all of them because now I can help other people. Because I woke up and thought, you know what, today I want to contribute. So every thought is a road to somewhere. But your mind and your thoughts, I'm going to stop saying mind. Someone punch me virtually if I say mind again. Our thoughts will make or break your life because every thought is a road towards your personal reality. So you've heard these phrases before, but they are so true. What you think about, you become. The dominant thoughts of your mind will become your beliefs, your habits, and your life. So if you think I'm depressed, guess what? You're depressed. If you think I'm anxious, guess what? You're going to be anxious. If you think I'm stressed, guess what? You're going to be stressed. And you're going to get more and more and more and more of all those things. That's a thought. And we are in control of changing our thoughts. So you can wake the fuck up now and change your thoughts and say, I am positive, I am grateful, I am loved, I am happy. And you're going to get more thoughts of gratitude, love, happiness, and everything else. But honestly, like, remember, I've been on this journey now for 10 years. Some of you have been on it for 60 days. You have no idea how powerful your mind is. This is why it can either cripple you to suicide or take you to #1 in the world and somewhere in between. But what will cripple you is an inability to take control of your thinking. So if you get up now and you think, I'm depressed, I'm sad, and you cannot take control of that, guess what? You're going to have a depressed, sad day, and another, and another, and another, until you take control of your thinkings, because thoughts become things. And this is what holds people back. Old thoughts, same experiences, same outcomes, same personal reality. New thoughts, new experiences, new outcomes, new personal reality, which becomes your identity because your personal reality becomes your personality. Now, we can't change any of our circumstances. But what can we change? We can change our thoughts. We can change how we think about what's happened. Like, I've had a couple of close people to me this week let me down very, very badly. People who I trusted, to the level where at one point me and Nat had a conversation where we said, you know what? Outside of X, Y, and Z, I don't think I will trust anyone again after this happening this week. 2 people I trusted as friends have shit on me from a very, very, very high level. So what? I'm just not giving them my energy. I'm glad they are now out of my life. I'm glad they've left. I don't need them. I don't need to be around them. I want to hang with you guys. I want to hang with Jane. I want to hang with Kerry. I want to hang with Carl, Craig, Jessica. Why? Because they're positive. You become who you hang with. So I can't change what's happened, but I can change how I think about it. I can think she's an arsehole and she did that and that's all my fault. And now I'm negative and now I'm sad and now I'm angry. Or I can think she did that. Fuck you. See you later. I'm off. I'm going to spend time with her, who's positive. I don't need you in my life. In fact, I'm grateful that I found this out about you and you've now left it. So almost everything we do or say with the source, that's the same situation. That's just someone who's struggling. They're angry, reactive, and frustrated. And they've decided to leave this plan and go and slag me off to everyone who will listen behind my back. Now, I can make that about me. Good enough. Let them down. I'm a bad coach. Or I can just go, that's just a woman who's really, really, really struggling. Like, that's not a normal behavior. That's not normal for someone who's a fairly close friend to go from that behavior to that behavior. That person's struggling. This isn't about me. That's the thought. I can choose to make it about me, or I can choose to not make it about me. And it's not about me. Because currently at this stage, she's losing at 100 to 40 to 1, minus the 2,000 other positive testimonials. So it's not about me, is it? But can you see how I did make it about me for the first few hours until I got control of my thoughts? As I said, an inability to control your thoughts will destroy you. What my thoughts were, what have I done wrong? Why is she behaving like this? What have I done to upset her? Truth is, I haven't done anything. And I know that because I've now controlled my thoughts. So everything we say or do starts with a thought. What the clothes you are wearing right this second, and I hope none of you are naked, started with a thought. You thought, what t-shirt am I going to put on today? What trousers am I going to put on today? So we will think ourselves into our future. And the day we realize that our circumstances, our mood, and how we are feeling is a result of our own thinking, we will take responsibility and ownership and grow. Luke Birch is naked and still distracting me on live training sessions. We think into our future. We think into our future. We think into our future. What we think we become. Thoughts become things. Henry Ford's most famous quote: either you think you can or you think you can't. Either way, you are right. Someone actually messaged me after watching a previous video and they went, I love that about Henry Ford. Was he your granddad? Because I'd mentioned my granddad in the same post. And I was like, Jesus, I wish he was my granddad. I'd be sat on a few 100 billion quid right now, I think. It still pops up when someone comments at the bottom, Luke. Anyway, we think ourselves into our future. So the day we realize that our own circumstances, our own situation right now, our own personal reality is a result of our thinking, then we can take ownership. Then we can grow. Accept the truth and stop pointing the finger out. Start pointing the finger in. Okay? How can I improve? How can I get better? How can I change my thoughts? I've done a lot of blame. I'm going to come on to this. I've done a lot of blaming, moaning, and complaining in February. But what am I now doing? I have done a lot of moaning, blaming, and complaining. Who's responsible for that? Me. Moaning about things that have happened in the past that are still affecting me now. Who's responsible for that thought? Me. Okay. So we can say we can't do things, or we can say that we can do things. But it's never that we can't. If you find yourself saying, I can't, insert what you can't do, you can. Trust me. What you're saying is that you won't. I can't go for a run today. No, you won't go for a run today. I can't go to the gym today. No, you can. You can do it at home. Almost everything you say you can't, you can, as Henry said. Either you think you can or you think you can't. Either way, you're right. But the reality is, whichever thought you think will become your personal reality. So how many times have you said, I can't? I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't understand that. What you really mean is, I'm not willing to. And the day you can admit that, you'll move forward as well. You're not willing to because of a thought. Maybe it's a thought of a past. As I've said, we can either be shackled by memories of the past or we can be captivated by pictures of the future. I'm captivated by an exciting and compelling picture of my future, not shackled by what's happened in the past. Because every thought will lead to an action or not, and you become your thoughts. And this all comes down to your self-talk, which are your self-thoughts about yourself. So I can't, like, I don't get very triggered very often anymore after reading Daniel Goleman's book. But one thing that still triggers the hell out of me, and I try to sit in the kind of, everyone's just trying their best, they need help and support. Calm down. They're very at the beginning. Be empathetic. When people say, I can't use MyFitnessPal. I am a technophobe. I literally, with love and respect, want to say, really? Are you a grown fucking adult and you're telling me you can't use that app? Because from where I'm sitting, you're pretty good at using Instagram. You're pretty good at using emails. You're pretty good at driving your car. You're pretty good at, I don't know, something else that you're pretty good at. But what you mean is, I'm not willing to try to use MyFitnessPal for more than 15 minutes because it's not important to me, because my own thoughts are that I don't really want to lose weight. I don't really want to learn about food. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. Like, FitnessPal is easier to get to grips with initially than using an iPhone by a country mile. It's easier than Facebook by a country mile. But you just haven't done it as long because it either wasn't important to you or you didn't spend long enough doing it. So you started telling yourself this story about how you can't do it. And what you really mean is that it's easier for you not to. It's easier for you to go back to your old life, your old excuses, your old bullshit, your old peer group, your old people that don't call you out on your own inadequacies, your own unwillingness to try. So I'll just not doing it, because your thoughts create your destiny. Try replacing I can't with I'm not willing to try for long enough because it's not important to me and I don't value it, and see how that sits. Because hands down, and not just that, when you got your iPhone, did you have a video by a trained professional, me, that had filmed it not just on a computer, but also on a phone, that shows you exactly how to use MyFitnessPal, that you had emailed on day one, that is under the guides on day two, and that you could re-request and re-watch at any time. What most people do is watch it for 5 and I can't do that. I'm a technophobe. Try replacing I'm a technophobe, and I hope this hurts, with I'm a loser who's not willing to try and I'd rather make excuses. Because that is the brutal, bottomed out, honest truth. I'm not saying it's not tough. You might have to watch the video 3, 4, 5 times. You might have to practice it for 4 weeks. Holy fucking shit. Just think, did you get in your car and just drive on day one? Did you get in your car and get in your car after 5 minutes of the first lesson, 15 minutes in, oh, I can't do this, I'm a car phobe? No, of course you didn't. You had lessons and help, and then you tried, and then you practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced it. Guess what? Sooner or later, you can drive a car without thinking about it. Fucking hell, I'm off on one. So, really, I can't means I'm not willing to try. So, as I said, what you think about, you become. I am depressed. Stop thinking depressing thoughts. I am not good enough. Stop thinking self-doubt thoughts. Doesn't even make sense. Self-loathing thoughts, self-limiting thoughts. I want to be happy. Think happy thoughts. I want to be positive. Think positive thoughts. But happiness as well, and positivity, is a journey, not a destination. So again, you'll find people saying, this is more thoughts. I wish I had. Insert self-limiting belief, why they think they can't have what they want. I wish I was. Insert self-limiting belief about why they're not who they want to be. It's just a thought. And that thought led you to believe that you are less than you are. And I'm here to tell you you're not. Because every single one of you is powerful, strong, resilient, positive, worthy, loved, and capable of achieving everything you want in life. If you can just change your thoughts, because these thoughts are making you believe you are less than you are. And that is bullshit. You are enough. You always have been. Situations and circumstances may have led you to believe otherwise, but truly they didn't. Your thoughts about the situations and circumstances led you to believe otherwise. But your thoughts about yourself, I love this phrase, your thoughts about yourself create yourself. How powerful is that? I can, I will, I am. followed by a positive. I can't, I won't, I'm not, I am, followed by a negative. Like one of the funniest, like this, I heard this on a podcast and I wrote this down. How funny is this? When someone says, I don't believe in all that positive thinking stuff. No fucking shit. You're actually moaning about not believing in positivity. Because guess what? If you did, you'd have to drop it with the negative bullshit. You're being negative about people who, oh, all these positive people do my head in. Just like think about that for a second. How mental is it? I don't believe in positive thinking. I'd rather be depressed. But the meaning is I'm too attached to the way I want to be and I don't want to do the work to change. So your default mind has become negative thinking and you're addicted to it. Positive will always equal positive and negative will always equal negative, and either of them will spiral. Case closed, not up for discussion. You either think a positive thought and it keeps multiplying, or you think a negative thoughts and you keep multiplying. And you are in control of your thoughts. So you can be committed to positivity today, or you can be committed to negativity. This is a choice, right? This is why positive people hang around positive people. This is why I've cut people out of my life like a cancerous cyst. Probably a little bit harsh, but I don't want to be around their bullshit. I will offer you help 1, 2, 3 times. After that, it's gone. Why? Because it's going to affect my mindset and it's going to affect my thoughts. And I'm protecting that because energy is everything. We know this. So this is why positive people hang with positive people. And this is why when like said person leaves this plan, and I'm not saying my plan is the be all and end all, it doesn't work for everyone. It works for people who do the work. But this is why said people like on the fat loss journey, and again, if this is you and it triggers the hell out of you, good, 0 fucks given. That didn't really work for me. So then what do? When you do that positive thinking, that mindset, that nutrition, that training, don't know what I'm doing here, didn't really work for me. What do you then seek out? What do these people seek out? Other people who also believe it didn't work for them. So they can all sit at their pity party together and talk about how life doesn't work for them, how difficult it is, how the cost of living is crippling everyone, the government, Boris, people. They seek out other negative people so they can all sit at the bottom of that poisonous tree together and talk depressed, negative, frustrated, angry, resentful thoughts. And guess what? That becomes their personal reality. That becomes their personal reality. That becomes your life. This is why, like, it's never my intention, but, you know, this coaching plan has destroyed some relationships, some marriages, because said person came on board and started doing 1, 2, 3, 4 mindset videos every single day. And they realized then how toxic and negative their relationship was. And when we get into this positive spiral, what do we then want to do? We want to hang with other positive people. We want to hang with other winners. We want to hang with other achievers. Why do you think he's still up there? Elite X Man of the Year. I paid £1,200 a month for 12 months to be around big players in a room that were all further along than me, that made me feel like a small fish. What was I by the end? Big fish, because I was the elite, can't point. I was, there we go. Woo. I was the Elite X Man of the Year out of hundreds of people, the number one. I started off at the bottom, but I was investing to get around big energy, big players, people who knew more than me, people that were going to, all Paul Mort did, and Paul Mort is incredible, was called me out on my own bullshit. Called me out on the story that I kept telling about why it was different for me, why I couldn't do anything. And I always go back to, I'm not really obsessed by money anymore, but I still go back to 2018. His business turned over 80K. He tells this openly. 2022, 1.8 million. That's a very real example that that is possible if you're just willing to believe it and do the work that's possible. Again, my personal journey. 3 years ago, I couldn't run 3 miles consecutively. Now I'm about to attempt 200 miles. Any of you that are here that can't run more than a mile, you could do that same in the next 3 years. If you were willing to change your thoughts about why you think it's different for you, it's not. But this is why this phrase, hey mate, do you want to go for a walk and we can put the world to rights? No, I don't. Do you want to go for a walk and chat about some inspired goals? Yes, I'm there. Let's fucking go. What they really mean is, do you want to all come and have a moan together about our negative thoughts? Because then we can make each other feel better, because we'll feel safe. We're safe in our little we're safe in our little pity party. We're safe with our negativity. Nobody's going to call us out on our own bullshit. No one's going to pull us out of this comfort zone. And people do that to feel better. This is why people leave. Some people are that negative that positivity triggers them. Because some people left the Unbreakable 90 WhatsApp group after 1 or 2 weeks because other people doing the work was triggering the shit out of them because they weren't. And look at how the people doing the work are all now meandering together. And then you get rewarded. But guess what? There's 4 people today that will be moved from, one of them's watching now, that will be moved from the Unbreakable 90 group into the main Unbreakable WhatsApp group. Because they've decided to stay on. 2 of them have, 2 of them haven't, and they've earned it. So that's why the 2 who haven't even committed to staying on yet, I'm still going to put them in there for the next month because they've earned it. And guess what? These are the way the groups will develop. All the positive thinkers, the achievers, the winners, the people that do the work are all going to start to gravitate towards each other and end up in one place. And all the negativity, the toxic people, the people not doing the work are all going to drift off and probably go and find someone to talk to about how it didn't work for them, how they wasted their money, how life's different for them. So again, when people say, do you want to go and put the worlds to right? They're really saying, do you want to go and moan, blame, complain, and justify where we are? Let's point the finger. Who can we point the finger at to make us feel better? This is what we do, right? I do this. So I'm calling myself out on my own bullshit. Drop me a yes if you've done that in your life. If you haven't, I think you're a liar. Have you ever pointed the finger at other people to make yourself feel better about the where you were? If I can just make this somebody else's fault, perfect example, right? I lost a lot of money. Almost 6 figures. It might come back to me. I don't know. On cryptocurrency. Now I can either go, well, nobody forced me to put it in. They just gave me some advice. Or I can be angry, blame, complain, and hate the people. And that's where I was for a long time. It's like, I'm responsible. I clicked fucking buy on the button. I made the decision. No one was doing it with a gun to my head. But yet we do it. So I was doing that. So if I can just blame X who gave me that advice, that will make me feel better rather than going, that was a stupid, dumbass decision, accept the lesson. Money doesn't come for free. There are no quick and easy and pain. Yes, some people get lucky. But every time you try and make money by doing something that's quick and easy and pain-free and risk-free and doesn't require any work, trust me, you're going to get the big bang in the face that I got, that the universe doesn't work that way. Why? Because life is a contribution-based experience. If you want to give more, you get more. If you want to keep looking for people are on praying, aren't they? I blocked a guy on Facebook yesterday. He added me. I thought it was going to be an inquiry about the Unbreakable 90 plan. No, it's another dickhead trying to sell me Bitcoin or trying to get me to do something else. Blocked him straight away. Why? I learned the lesson. Nothing in life comes quick and easily for free. If you want the results, you need to do the work, whether it's fitness or finance. So we very often we're looking for somebody to blame, and that's when we've gone into that spiral. Remember this right now, write this down. As long as you continue to blame anybody else for where you are now, you are always going to be fucked. That doesn't mean people haven't wronged you. As I said, 2 people have wronged me quite badly this week, but I can move on and live my life, or I can waste my energy moaning, blaming, and complaining. So you can alter your entire personal reality, personality, identity, life, circumstances, and everything just by altering your thoughts. So you can change your thoughts and you change your life. Now, there's a guy called Dr. William James who's pretty much described as the godfather of American psychology. It's a bit tough going if you listen to some of his stuff. It feels like you're some kind of cult. But he said, you can alter the circumstances of your life by altering your attitude of mind. And that is so true. You can alter the circumstances of your life by altering the attitude of your mind. Negative mind, negative life. Negative thoughts, negative life. Negative anything, negative, negative. Positive mind, positive life. But I promise you this one thing. And it's so crazy how twisted everyone's minds can get. So I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's a Facebook ad at the minute for Unbreakable 90, and I've got a vest on and I was properly pumped. I'd been on a photo shoot for nearly 6 hours. So I was literally had more blood in my muscle. There must be like 30 guys on it are all having like how much is it to buy test off you? Do you sell the steroids that you take in? Yada yada yada. All these comments, right? So some of them I started commenting like, well, I'm 43, I'm 5'7", and I'm currently around about 82 kg. I've been training for 20 years. So, if I am, then, I'd like a bit of a refund. But anyway, I could get drawn to see how I could get I failed a little bit on my thoughts because I got drawn into those arguments. I started trying to argue. I started trying to defend myself, and I don't need to. I don't need to give them my energy. Just ignore the posts. No response is a response. And my response is my responsibility. That's why the word response is in responsibility. But a negative mind will never give you a positive life. And that's what I've just started commenting on every single post. And then every single one of them literally replies, this is how screwed people's heads are. I am positive, mate. I'm just sick of people like you trying to sell fucking bullshit on Instagram. Wow, yeah, you really are positive. But they actually think they are positive. So this person is, one, jealous of my physique. That's what has initially triggered them. Two, not willing to do the work. Three, would never invest. Four, is locked in a habit of blaming, complaining, and justifying, just pulling other people down on their achievements. A very, very, very negative person. Yet when I say to them, bro, are you okay? Because that's a very negative mindset and that's never going to give you a positive life. They then say, oh, no, I'm positive, me, mate. I'm positive, me, mate. I'm just sick of people like you. Yeah, really positive. But they've actually convinced themselves they are. Now, what are the main things that are going to, what are some things? And again, I'm going to go talk about these over and over and over again. Because you won't have thought. You're going to get locked in mind stuff. So what are some things that will give us a negative mind? You won't have thought I'm going to say this. Alcohol, drugs, comfort food, not exercising, negative people, gambling, pornography, and looking for an escape or a quick win versus slow results. Why will those things give you a negative mind? Crazy, right? Two reasons. One, all of them affect your energy. Alcohol destroys your energy. Drugs destroys your energy. Comfort food destroys your energy. Not exercising destroys your energy. Being around negative people destroys your energy. And if your energy's low, you're going to think negative thoughts. Gambling, pornography, looking for an escape, comfort food, drugs and alcohol. So every single one of them do give you gratification within 3 to 5 minutes, some 60 seconds. Instant gratification. Eat the chips, feel good. Sniff the lime, feel high. Watch the porn, have an orgasm. Drink the booze, feel released. Go for an escape, avoiding the problem. And all of those things will give you a negative mind, because they're either going to destroy your energy, or you're still looked in the mind of looking for quick gratification without doing the work, which is why you are then going to fail, because you are looking for short-term pleasure over long-term happiness and fulfillment. Make sense? Drop me a yes. As long as you keep looking for short-term fulfillment and ways to get the thing that you want, whether it's a buzz, the money, the fitness, or the physique, without doing the work, as long as you keep looking for quick, not sustainable, as long as you keep looking for easy, not hard, you are going to keep getting a big reminder. So every day, you must get your mind and your thoughts right first. Before anything else, you must get your thoughts right first. And this is your job right now, right this second. Getting your thoughts right today is your job, your responsibility. Take it and stop making it about someone else, because you need to discipline your mind. You need to declare war on negativity. You need to declare that you are a positive thinker, that only positive thoughts are going to enter your mind, that you're only going to be around positive people, that you're going to say goodbye to negative people and negative thoughts. You're not going to say, I'm so busy. You're going to say, I have time. And you're going to avoid negativity like the plague. As I said, observe life and observe this group for a real reason of how it happens. It only takes one negative post in the WhatsApp group, and it's followed by many others. This is why I removed some people, because I'm protecting it. And some people thought I was harsh for kicking people out. No, it's my group, my responsibility, and I protect the positive energy that's in there. But it only takes one person to start getting all neggy and moany and blamey and complainy, and then all the other people that think, actually, that's easier than being positive, gravitate towards that. Before you know it, it's a cesspit of negativity. Same thing happens. Positive, 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 positive. People are drawn towards the positivity. Before you know it, it's a ball of energy. So you have to understand this, right? Negative people, like, do you want to hang around with and preach negativity, or do you want to hang around with and preach drama and positivity and gratitude? Because again, that's a decision. You can talk positively, think positively, be positivity, commit to being positive, and the same with gratitude, commit to it, or you can go and hang around with more negativity to make yourself feel better. But all success comes down to having a positive mind and a positive mental attitude. People have known this for years. These are all the books, seven habits of positive people. You know, success is a positive mind. There's hundreds of books being written on it. This isn't new stuff, but we need reminding of it. So here is my challenge. Here is my challenge that I believe that will alter your life and lead to you having the best month of your life if you are willing to commit to it. Or you can keep talking about why it's different for you. That's up to you. So 30 days, no negativity, no blaming, no complaining, no moaning, unless you're in bed. Sorry. No drama. Okay? For 30 days. Could we do it? I'm not going to moan for 30 days. I'm not going to blame anyone for anything that's happening or is happening in my life for 30 days. I'm not going to complain for 30 days. I'm not going to create any drama for 30 days. Every day for 30 days, I'm going to practice gratitude. Every single day, I'm going to remind myself when I get out of bed that how I start this day, that will start with our own thoughts. Because if you don't want to do this and you don't want to commit to it, that means you're choosing to keep blaming, complaining, and justifying and moaning. So you're choosing unhappiness with your own thoughts. So every day for 30 days, before anything else, I want you to get control of your thoughts before you even have your breakfast or a coffee. Get control of your thoughts and write down. Pause this if you need to on replay. Write down, I am in charge of my thoughts. I am in charge of how I feel. I am in charge of how I react. I am in charge of how I behave. I am in charge of whether I choose to do the work or not. I am loved. I am grateful. I am happy. I am lucky. I am positive. I am blessed. I am enough. And I am going to make March the best month of my life. Can you do that? Drop me a yes, either on YouTube or not. Are you willing to get up? I'm going to go through it again. Are you willing to get up every morning and write down on a piece of paper? Because we know this, the pen is mighty in the sword. I am in charge of my thoughts. I am responsible. I am in charge of how I feel. I am in charge of how I react. I am in charge of what time I go to bed and get up. I am in charge of the work that I do. I am in charge of everything. I am loved. I am grateful. I am happy. I am positive. I am so lucky. And I am going to make March the best month of my life because I'm in control of my thoughts. Thoughts become things. And now that I understand this, I can take ownership and move forwards. Guys, I love you all. Stay unbreakable.